Hi, everybody. Kim and Shyla here again. What's the matter?
I'm cranky.
Uh-oh.
I'm cranky today.
How about a good rant then?
Yeah, I think I have enough crankiness
Okay.
in me. I can do some ranting.
Okay, so we got a
Alright.
good one here that
Okay.
you don't get Shyla riled either.
Like father, like daughter.
Okay.
Alright, you want me to do
honors.
this one? Okay. I actually laughed hysterically when I seen this. Actually, I should say, after we did our first couple of ranting videos, we had viewers asking us more, do more. So
Here you go.
we're going to slowly tackle all of the jw.org facts. So the next one we're going to do is to jw.org. All you got to do, look on their page.
Frequently asked questions.
Right there. So, they ask, do you, Jehovah's Witnesses, do you ban certain movies, books, or songs? Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a good one.
Do you ban certain movies, books, or songs? JW.org. Their response, no. Our Stop laughing.
Sorry.
No. Our organization doesn't review specific movies, books, or songs so as to rule on what our members should avoid. Why not? I'm going to skip the next part because then it just talks about training your perceptive powers and blah, blah, blah.
Making wise decisions on the entertainment that you indulge in.
Yeah. But I do want to say the last sentence of this says, outside the family, however, no one is authorized to ban specific films, songs, or artists as being unacceptable for members of the congregation.
Would that include books?
Well, yeah, because they said books up here, and I mean, authors are... Right! Wasn't there a sister who wrote a book? A romance novel, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds familiar. Ones outside of the family don't come butt in and tell you what books you can write or read.
Wait, didn't I just see a YouTube video of two elders counseling this sister for this inappropriate book she wrote?
Guilty. Yeah. Me and my book were called Bad Association. My book was not fit for a Christian. And they were upset that I put my name on this and it's out there. And this isn't
But no. Our organization doesn't review specific movies, books, or songs as to rule on what our members should avoid.
Okay, I think we need to discuss this and rant a little bit about this. Let's start with movies.
Yeah, why don't you start with that?
Okay, back in my day when I was younger, Saturday Night Fever was a very popular movie. And
you're dating yourself, you know.
I know. Well, once you get over 50, you just don't give a crap anymore anyway. So, anyway, back then, it was Saturday Night Fever. As soon as that movie came out, we were told at a district convention from the platform that no Christian had a right to go see that movie.
Really? Are you sure?
I heard it. I was there.
Because they say right here that they don't do that.
They mentioned a specific movie, Saturday Night Fever. And then let's take it to Shyla's Pioneer School days.
No. You got to do the other movie.
What other movie? Oh, Annie. Yeah, we know someone that their circuit overseer told them that no Christian had a right to see Annie. It's rated G, I think.
Yeah, but no Christian should go see that movie.
And the reason was because Daddy Morebucks or Warbucks, whatever his name was a pedophile. I've seen Annie. I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah.
So, Annie. So, they don't mention specific movies or ban specific movies?
No, they don't. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. My day. Well, in Pioneer School, I vividly remember our brother circuit overseer taking one whole afternoon telling the whole school why Star Wars The Clone Wars was the bloodiest and most violent movie out there, and that no true Christian should watch this movie.
Obviously, he had never seen Predator.
Yeah, or, I mean, gosh, Aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, look at any of those slasher movies.
I can think of a lot worse than Clone Wars.
Yeah, but just because it's aliens who are dying doesn't mean that that's okay violence. Yeah, a whole afternoon having to listen to this.
Yeah, but yet they don't ban specific movies.
No, but they don't tell members what they can and can't watch. Remember, that's what they said.
Yeah, and I know some witnesses who even ban Disney movies.
Oh yes.
You know, and I've heard
horrible movies.
I've heard talks from the platform because they're full of spiritism, you know, and witchcraft and everything else. Oh, and that Mickey's Fantasia. Ooh,
oh yeah,
bad.
Well, okay, I love my mom, but she would not let me watch that movie even though I wanted to see it.
Well, yeah, because it's evil, demonic, and he's a wizard.
Yeah, Mickey the wizard.
Because I was a good witness back then. What happened?
I think I need therapy or something because you ruined me for life.
You can watch Mickey's Fantasia. I'll even rent it for you, sweetie.
Might do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not just movies and books and music. You know, we know they banned music. Back in my day, you did not listen to Kiss.
Oh, you mean Knights in Satan's Service?
Oh, yeah, they were demonic. And when we got older, we realized what better way, you know, here's a good band and, you know, old 30-year-old guys. How are you going to make the kids want to listen to their music? Even though they're a great band, see, make them controversial, put all that makeup on them and make them evil to where the parents hate them. Guess what? Instant stardom.
Yeah, and there's been other bands that I've heard witnesses, Nirvana, Metallica. Oh, you don't want to listen to Metallica at all, and certainly not Godsmack. Well, the name alone.
I kind of like their songs.
Who? Metallica?
Godsmack.
Godsmack?
Yeah, they got some good songs. Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
You horrible witness, you.
Yeah. Then I wonder why it was disfellowship.
You know, and the thing is one thing that they don't have on here is video games. Now, myself, being a gamer, I have heard countless and numerous times them mentioning specific games by name that no Christian should play. Halo. No Christian should play this because just because it's aliens who are dying and you see alien blood doesn't mean it's still not affecting you. You know, this is violence. Don't watch this. They've said this from the platform at assemblies and also meetings. Another one, World of Warcraft. Oh, spiritism and
evil.
Oh, it's so evil and immorality and bleh. Now, they didn't specifically say Call of Duty by name, but just on how they were talking, you know it was what they were saying, because these war games that, you know, mimic lifelike war battles. Well, I mean, as far as I know, that's like one of the most popular games that's war-centered that they talk about. And actually, I just thought of another one. Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda, you don't want to play that because he's got a magical sword.
Well, Super Mario Brothers, I mean, he eats mushrooms, magic mushrooms. That's druggery.
Yeah, so see, Mario Brothers too.
And he kills Koopa. He kills Koopa, so just vicious.
Oh, yeah.
I just happen to remember, too, that we had a friend that was a ministerial servant. This is years ago. But anyway, an elder told him he had found out that he had taped off of TV, mind you, back in the 90s, Terminator. TV means all the bad stuff's edited out. So this elder had a problem with this brother having this videotape taped off a TV of Terminator. Now that's a little ridiculous. Well, then our friend said, well, what about you watching Westerns? You know, isn't that the same thing with all that killing and,
That's different.
You know.
Oh, that's different.
Gunfight at OK Corral and all of that. I don't see a difference.
Okay.
So anyway, I
You
just
found
wanted to
something else
say,
that was kind of interesting.
yeah, this is from a 1996 Awake, August 22nd, pages 12 to 13. Should I play computer or video games? It says, unfortunately, not all computer and video games are harmless fun, much less educational. A lot of today's entertainment software focuses on what the Bible calls the works of the flesh. That's works of the flesh when you play those video games. You know? Unclean practices that God condemns. Can't kill monsters either.
Yeah, apparently.
Among such condemned works is the practice of spiritism. Indeed, to Jehovah God, the practice of magic is detestable.
Wait a minute. So wait, what did they say? That if you play these video games, it's what the Bible calls works of the flesh, an unclean practices that God condemns. So they're saying that video games cause these, but what about them allowing the pedophiles to run rampant in their congregations and not taking care of it?
Good thought. You need two witnesses, for them to do anything to them.
Well,
yeah.
All right, sorry.
We digress. Many of today's games, however, are steeped in spiritism and magic. In one game, magic spells must be used in order to win. See, I think they're talking about Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, you use the magic mushrooms to go big or small.
And what about exposing oneself to large doses of hideous violence? Good one, huh? Hideous violence.
Hideous violence. Well, wait, where's that? Don't you have that Watchtower article picture where it shows the world being destroyed? Consumed by fire? What about in
the world's gonna die at Armageddon.
You know what? Here, perfect example. Where's that page?
Let's see. Instilling in small children that if you do not obey your parents.
Hideous violence? Look there's a city on flames.
Hideous violence.
Yeah,
I mean, the Bible is one of the most graphic, bloodiest books I've ever read. It's right up there with Jurassic Park.
Well, hell, don't even think about that. Look at the violent pictures that they show people. Come on.
What about in my book of Bible stories? I don't know if they have this in the new version, but in the version of when she was a kid, they had Solomon's soldier when he was deciding about the baby, and he had the baby by the ankle hanging upside down, and he's got his sword right there about to cut the baby in half. This is in a kid's book.
But this violence? Oh, no.
Yeah. So, anyway.
All right, sorry, we kind of went on a tangent
there. On Facebook, we wanted to add this in because we've seen this on Facebook, and they find all of these gems, and they have no problem with us using in video. So, thanks, guys. I love all of you, my group. But I know you guys are going to laugh and find this ridiculous, and the new JW Defenders, you're going to say we're lying again. No, we're not. This is from the 1973 Awake. Go look it up. Don't just sit there and argue with us, calling us liars. Go look it up. It's the 1973 Awake, March 22nd, pages 12 to 14. Chess. What kind of game is it?
Wait, is this like some kind of kinky game a husband and wife play chess?
No, this is the war game chess. That imitates war, because you got your pawns and your kings and your soldiers, because that's what the foot soldiers were called back then, was pawns. They're expendable.
Oh, so this is that boring game that takes like hours to play. That.
Yeah. And you have to be very intellectual to be like 3-4, moves ahead of your opponent.
That's probably why I always thought it was boring.
Why?
I'm not intellectual.
Yes, you are. Just not over that game. So, anyway, it's like they also... Chess. It's been around for thousands of years. Okay. And a lot of blah, blah, blah here talking about their history. History. And how it's teaching war. Okay?
Chess.
And then you come here to the third page, and it says, some chess players have recognized the harm that can result from playing the game. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the religious reformer John Huss... when in prison, deplored his having played at chess, whereby he had lost time and run the risk of being subject to violent passions. Violent passions?
From playing chess?
Hey. You guys stealing my thunder or what? I hear what you're doing, but I thought you and I were going to tackle this little chess game because I have the intellectual ingenuity to play chess. Hey, you did a good job on my haircut, sweetie.
Focus here, audience.
Audience. Hello, everybody. Kim and I did do a little bit of background check in this Encyclopedia Britannica that Watchtower is quoting from here, and this John Hess. This particular Encyclopedia Britannica is not condemning chess. It's only actually giving a little bit of history about this chess game. What it was really pointing to is the fact that at that time in history, about 600 years ago...
600 years ago?
Yeah, they actually have to bring up an argument that's 600 years old to produce a modern day point. Yeah, go figure that one out.
Wait a minute, then this first thing here says some chess players had recognized the harm. Are they talking about John Huss?
Well, apparently,
then that means this
600 years old. So anyhow, what the situation was at that time in history is that
back in the Dark Ages,
the France had apparently outlawed the playing of the game chess. And in fact, if you were caught playing chess, the French government would impose a fine upon you. Now, this John Hess ended up being a heretic, and eventually
talking against the Pope and the Church.
Was eventually burned at the stake for heresy. He spent some time in prison because of his heresy, and well, let's face it, 600 years ago, were there prisons? Did they have cable TV?
No internet.
Did they have computers? No.
Not that I know of.
So what the hell do you do? It's 600 years ago in prison.
Well, they didn't even allow them to leave their cell for the exercise like they do prisoners today.
Is you play chess, people. You've got nothing better to do. In fact, when you got to take a crap, you got to take a crap in a wooden bucket full of dirt. So to take an argument that's 600 years old and bring it to a modern day, man, you're really reaching for something, aren't you?
Well, I was going to say, it mentioned in the Encyclopedia Britannica that there was, pros and cons to both sides. There was some clergy that thought it was just a game and favorable.
Yeah.
But they didn't mention, all of those people.
No, they didn't.
They just mentioned the one, John Hess.
Yeah, and they don't bring up the good, favorable points that was part of the argument 600 years ago. So now I got to ask, why did you have to go to a 600-year-old resource? Brooklyn, Watchtower, you're right in the heart of New York. Why didn't you just ask a couple old guys playing chess outside of your, your park out there? Why didn't you go ask them how they view the game of chess?
Oh, I'm sure they have violent tendencies.
Well, I was going to say, I never hear, on these crime shows I watch about two old guys killing each other over a chess game in the park.
Absolutely not. So,
wow.
Really.
But the question was, is the church felt that they had differing opinions, like I said, but they didn't know whether the game was lawful according to the canons, Bible.
So it's a conscience matter.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
But yet they're telling people in their magazine here
that chess is
it's a violent game. You don't want to play it.
Christians should not be playing it.
Subject to violent passions. I've watched chess games. I've never seen any violent passions.
So then that means checkers is out of the question because, you have to capture the checker, and then if you make it to the other team's territory, you say, king me.
Yeah.
So really, that's violent there. No checkers, people.
It really boils down to that a lot of this is ridiculous. It truly is ridiculous. So when Watchtower says on jw.org, do you ban certain movies, books, or songs, you need to also include games because that's part of it. Hey, you two finish up.
Okay. Yeah, you just had to interrupt.
Yeah, I just had to.
You don't get Mikey riled.
Well,
So anyway, that was the point. Is they say they don't judge what movies you watch or all of this. I can remember my mother-in-law chewing me out royally because I took Shyla to watch Christmas Vacation. Hilarious movie. We loved every minute.
Is this the same grandmother who watched Amityville Horror?
Oh, but that was different. It was based on a true story.
So, wait a minute. So you're going to go see a rated R movie that involves spiritism, demons, I'm assuming, but yet watching a PG family movie, topic of Christmas, is bad?
Yeah, because I was going to teach you how to celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, go figure.
I got to butt in one more time.
Oh, no, he's back.
No.
This is the same mother that also went and saw Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
Cannibalism.
But yet she chews me out royally because I take Shyla to see Christmas Vacation.
You know who else was a cannibal?
Who?
Kirby. From the video game.
Oh, another bad video game.
Hey, you know what? You really gave me a good haircut. Thanks.
Crazy. Yeah. Okay.
So, alright, so you know what? Do you ban certain movies, books, or songs? They say no. Liars. You are nothing but liars.
Yeah. If you've been sitting in the Kingdom Hall or assemblies for the past 30 plus years like I have, there's been a lot of this from the platform.
Yep. All right.
All right. You all have a great weekend.
See you next time.